Bertans has been carved out of. He can draw defenders away from the hoop with his outside shooting, and when he needs to mix it up in the paint and grab some rebounds, he's more than capable of that too.
Now here's Doncic. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Let's go with a three. And he buries his first look.
At the arc, Doncic can seem unstoppable. You've got to guard him closely out there. You can't give him any space or he'll hurt you.
Here's Ingram. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Outside Jones. Williamson with it. And it's Bertans picking him up. And they double up Williamson. And we're going to have a jump ball. And here are the Mavericks now. And Dallas with possession. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Good chance here for Ingram. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
So easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. I mean, the size, long arms, shooting, ball handling. The defense is in trouble when he's pick and rolling.
Now here's Doncic. Going inside. Up and over McCollum. And that one's long. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Brunson against Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's McCollum. Over Green. Shot's good by McCollum.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
Here's Doncic. Drained it for 2 points. Doncic has got his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Jones. There's McCollum with the three. And the three-pointer goes. McCollum's got 5 points.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Winston is the loudest. Make some noise if you want one of these t-shirts.
And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. MP's checked in for Valanciunas. Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. Marshall, he's checked in for Jones. And Graham subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Chris, he's checked in for Powell. Finney-Smith comes in for Bertans. Hardaway's checked in for Brunson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Doncic. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Graham against Dinwiddie. Pass to Marshall. High arcing shot. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Dallas.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
MP's shot is good. Not too long ago, there was talk about MP wanting a trade grant. He's done everything he could to deny that being the case.
You figure that MP would deny no matter the truth of it, but I believe he wants to stay here. His denial felt authentic.
Here's Chris, following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Hardaway. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Ingram. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Ingram against Hardaway. There's the three. He can't hit that time. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, leading by just 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Brandon Ingram. MP is out there with Hayes. Then there's Devontae Graham, and it's Nance in at the 3. That's the Pelicans 5. Now here's Nance. Pass to MP. Outside Graham. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now Hardaway. 13 points in the win against Cleveland. Chris with the ball. And here's Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway's shot is good.
You know, Hardaway Jr. has expanded his range over time, and now he's become a very confident shooter when he looks at it from behind the arc.
Now here's Graham. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And at this point of the season, Clark, scouting reports should be pretty set. How important are they for teams?
Extremely important. I mean, knowing the other team's tendencies is part of preparing to beat them. So you see some teams who swear by advanced scouting. I mean, it's really a pillar of how they operate. They'll use complex defenses, spot after timeout plays, and really put all of that information. It's about data accumulation and then aggregating that data and using it effectively to hopefully give you an advantage in winning the game.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks.
Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Zion Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. C.J. McCollum comes in for Brandon Ingram. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Chris. Bertans comes in for Finney-Smith. Brunson is checked in for Green. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Pelicans trail. McCollum on the wing. Nance outside. Williamson is double, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jones comes in for Nance. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Brunson against Graham. Brunson misses.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Pass to McCollum. There's the drive. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The Mavericks shooting a nice 50% for the game. Brunson passes to Doncic. Count it. Doncic has got 7.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
And and the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
Valanciunas with a rebound. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Williamson passes to McCollum. Outside Jones. Here's Williamson, and he drains the turnaround J. Williamson's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a chance he's never going to pass up. The D completely ineffective.
Valanciunas against Doncic.
And he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas. But you ask me, Luka Doncic is one of the most complete players you'll find.
Shooting for Dallas, Luka Doncic, taking 2 shots.
Down the first one.
You know, not many players have made the kind of splash Doncic did in his first year in the league. It was clear right away and really obvious this guy was no ordinary rookie. He played like a veteran from day one.
Doncic hits them both. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. McCollum outside. Pass to Graham. And here's McCollum. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. New Orleans making some changes. Marshall comes in for Jones, and Ingram is subbed in for Graham. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Green comes in for Hardaway.
At the line for New Orleans, Zion Williamson. Shooting 1.
And it's tied up with that one.
When we talk about must-watch players, Zion Williamson might be at the top of my list. He can light up an arena with some of his exploits.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Marshall. Brunson against Ingram. Now here's Valanciunas. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Ingram finds Williamson. For 3, McCollum. And again, no good by New Orleans.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court right now for Dallas, they've got Davis Bertans. Jalen Brunson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Green, and it's Powell in at the center position, locking down the middle. Ingram, the pass to Williamson. Back to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Springfield clearly on the attack there, not allowing the defense to do anything with that dunk.
From the line, again, Dallas.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Pelicans shooting about 56% in this one. Outside Ingram. Pass to Williamson. Over Bertans. And there's Williamson on the assist by Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game.
The closer, the better for Williamson. The mid-range is a little test of his range.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Boy, we've got an incredible amount of young talent in the league right now, Clark. Some who could go down as all-time greats when it's all said and done.
I can't disagree with that, B.A. Clearly outstanding talent, but this is cyclical. We've had periods like this before where there have been great young talents that have come into the league and taken it by storm. You talk about Antetokounmpo and Doncic and Zion Williamson, and there are tons of others, Devin Booker and the like. A lot of guys seem destined for Springfield, even in their early 20s, if they maintain their level of play for the next several years.
New Orleans making some changes. MP's checked in for Valanciunas, and Hayes is subbed in for Zion Williamson. Chris, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Finney-Smith comes in for Bertans. Doncic hits them both. Here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. Outside Ingram. MP outside. Pass to Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Shot from 12. That one off the back iron and out. The Mavericks leading. Here's Green. Outside Brunson. Green with the ball. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Doncic. The shot no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's McCollum to get it again. The shot from the low post is good. McCollum's got 9 points.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Here's Doncic. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Outside Jones. To the inside. Here's MP. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Give him 8. And some breaking news regarding MP. He has signed an endorsement deal with Mountain Dew.
And Mountain Dew partners with athletes from all around the world. Now, I heard that MP will be working with Zach LaVine on their next marketing push.
Here's Brunson. Chris. And the tip in on the offensive boards. Chris has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
To the paint. Here's McCollum. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Pass to Chris. Doncic against McCollum. Outside Brunson. Fires from deep. And he can't get that one. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Here's MP. Brunson defending. McCollum outside. Knocks it down from distance. And now just a 1-point Dallas lead.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Here's Doncic. Oh, MP with a block. And down it goes. 2 points. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half. Down low. And MP throws it down.
You see the vertical MP has. He's able to get off the ground fast to throw it down.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by New Orleans.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here. New Orleans making some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hayes. Nance comes in for Jones. And Graham subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Chris. Bertans comes in for Finney-Smith. Hardaway's checked in for Brunson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Doncic. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Here's MP. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside Hardaway. Over Ingram. Hardaway's shot is good. Hardaway's got 7 points in the game.
Hardaway Jr. guys doing a nice job. They're just taking what the defense gives them in the screen and roll. Good decision making.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Mavericks ahead, up 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Devontae Graham out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Nance in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The Mavericks trailing. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Green. Outside Hardaway. Here's the 3. No luck on that one. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Graham. Nance outside. Outside Graham. And the basket is good. And now a 4-point Pelican lead.
That is a big-time play by Graham, fighting through the contact. I tell you, he's not a very big guy, but he's stronger than he looks.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Pelicans shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. Nance outside. Uncovered. And it's Ingram with the basket on the assist by Nance. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, good work defensively by Ingram. The Pelicans have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Graham. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram. Marshall, he's checked in for the Pelicans. C.J. McCollum comes in for Graham. And Dallas also making a switch. Brunson is checked in for Hardaway. Here's Powell. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Valanciunas. New Orleans in the lead. McCollum on the left side. Here's Marshall. Back to McCollum. Pass to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Green. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Excellent display of strength from Valanciunas. Didn't seem to be bothered by the contact.
Dinwiddie against McCollum. Dinwiddie, no good. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Marshall. Pass to Ingram.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Well, you combine his athleticism with his length and his skill set. The versatility of Ingram is hard to guard against.
At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, in his high school days, Ingram led his team to 4 straight North Carolina State titles. Easy to see why just about every college in the country was lining up to recruit him.
MP's checked in for the Pelicans. Jones comes in for Marshall. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. 1:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket, all Doncic needs is a sliver.
New Orleans calls timeout. They lead by 6. 1:46 left to play in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Oh, my. I mean, he won in a landslide. He's got more points than the rest of the team combined. It's been by design. I mean, he's been the focal point of their offense from the very start. Once the points started flowing, his teammates were more than happy to keep feeding. You can't leave someone open on MP's squad because he's solid at recognizing the overcommitment.
Doncic can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Ingram. McCollum outside. 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Inside. Powell with a steal. Doncic against McCollum. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 14 points here in the second half.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Back to McCollum. Pass to MP. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And they doubled up Doncic. Outside, Green. Bertans for 3. He's off on that one. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Here's Ingram. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 10-point New Orleans lead.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Doncic's shot is good.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Ingram. And that one good. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's New Orleans winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I see it's a lot of people on social media at me telling me I was wrong about MP asking for a trade. Well, I got news for you. Just because someone says something in public doesn't mean that they're telling the truth. Y'all ever heard of lying? Happens all the time, especially in this business. For the record, I stick by my original report. Maybe MP changed his mind, or maybe he's lying. I don't know, but I'd keep an eye on this if I were you, because I'm not buying what MP's selling. I still say he's out of here by the trade deadline.
Since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
What's your my player?
I actually made a center because my friend told me that it was like the easiest to kind of do.
So you go the easy route?
Yeah. I'm new to basketball, so you know, I'm just trying to do the easy stuff first.
For the land of the Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition. GA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, D.A. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Brandon Ingram's out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Jones in at the small forward. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Green is out there with Davis Bertans. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Powell in at the center position. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And here's McCollum. Outside, Jones. Pass to Ingram. Williamson against Bertans. Jones kicks to McCollum. Clock at 6. Jones in the post. Guarded by Green. Here's Williamson. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Powell. And the Pelicans miss again. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Brunson against Ingram. It's good.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's McCollum. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas. And there's Williamson on the assist from Ingram.
Physical play from Zion, going right through the contact and getting the bucket.
Doncic against Williamson. And Doncic gets it to go.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Back to Ingram. Green against Jones. Puts it up. The offensive rebound. Valanciunas. And he banks in the layup.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Now here's Brunson. Really struggled in the loss against New Orleans. Doncic, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Jones looking for an opening. Williamson trying to free himself up. Jones, no luck. Doncic against Jones. To the inside. And stolen by Williamson. Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
It's the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. We want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And we've seen them play better games than that one, but still, they were able to get the win.
You know, inconsistency, maybe a bit of Lack of concentration hurt them a bit, but they made just enough plays when it counted, and a W is a W.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Chris, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Bertsinus. Hardaway's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic.
Fiery drive from MP here. Bursting inside and insisting on getting a shot despite the contact.
Dinwiddie finds Chris. Over MP. Chris can't hit.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Ingram deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Over Hardaway. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Pass to Chris. Doesn't go that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Pass to Hayes. It's Ingram on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. MP's shot is good.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Ingram against Hardaway. He dishes it to Green. Over Nance. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pelicans ahead, up 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. But what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
We've got Chris, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Green, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And on a tear shooting the ball in these recent seasons, Tim Hardaway Jr. has really locked in from long range.
Well, you think about it, for so long, this guy was more of a volume scorer. He's been feasting now on the open looks, and that has really helped his percentages.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both. The whole powerful finish, that's the intensity MP brings, firing up his teammates.
Here's Finney-Smith, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That ties the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Inside, here's MP. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
High motor play by MP, finding his way past the contact and getting it to go.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Here's Chris. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on MP.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Green. Jalen Brunson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Chris with the rebound. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Doncic outside. Floats one. Yep, it counts. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavericks.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
McCollum against Brunson. McCollum, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Valanciunas. The shot's good.
And really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
McCollum outside. Now the dish to Valanciunas. Out to the right wing. And here's Marshall from the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Here in the second quarter, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pelicans trail by 4. Williamson, the pass to McCollum. Now Graham. No points in the game yet for him. Williamson double team. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now, here's Doncic. Brian Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquise Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Davis Bertans checks in for the Mavericks. The Pelicans also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. And Jones subbed in for Marshall. Both good from the line that time. 1:31 left now here in the second. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Graham kicks to McCollum. Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Graham. Over Brunson. And again, New Orleans has no up.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Brunson. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Drains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dinwiddie is checked in for Marquise Chris. Green comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Ingram. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And looking back at the Anthony Davis trade to the Lakers, the Pelicans were thrilled they got Brandon Ingram in the deal. He blossomed in his first season in New Orleans, named to his first All-Star game during that 2020 year.
And that one falls for Ingram. The Pelicans making a switch here. Nance is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-5 run here. Hardaway kicks to Green. Hardaway dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Hardaway. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Outside, Jones pulls it from 20. And we've reached halftime in this one. Mavericks lead by 8. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. C.J. McCollum out there with Ingram. And it's Jones in at the 3.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Doris, one thing you and I love about Davis Bertans is accurate three-point shooting.
Well, let's be real. In the modern NBA, there may be no more value to skill than range shooting. Now, when you couple that with Davis' size, look out, folks.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Dallas. It's blocked.
Is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back. Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Now here's Powell. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
New Orleans ball.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Ingram. Jones against Green. Pass to McCollum. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now, here's Doncic. Good D by Williamson.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Ingram passes to McCollum. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson kicks to McCollum. Puts one up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second
crafty move by McCollum there, making sure he initiates the contact before letting the shot go.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. The Pelicans also changing it up. MP's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Marshall in for Jones.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Now, here's Marshall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McCollum against Brunson. McCollum, no good.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Diving in. Brunson, good. Brunson's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the point guard, Jalen Brunson, I played against his father, Rick, for many years, and the young fella showing he might have what it takes to improve on his old man.
And that's coming from you, who knows a little something about father-son point guard duos. Maybe Cole will have a chance to do the same, young sir.
Ouch.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Davis Bertans, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Green. Mavericks leading by 10. Dinwiddie left side. They get it back. Hardaway passes to Finney Smith. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Nance finds Graham. And here is Williamson. Guarded by Powell. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Brunson, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Williamson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Right side Hardaway. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Dallas making a switch here. Chris is checked in. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Dallas leading by 14. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. MP against Powell. Here's Hardaway. No good off the front iron. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Graham against Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. From downtown. And it's Graham missing. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your...
Mavericks making a change here. Berton is checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. MP comes in for Jackson Hayes. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Devontae Green.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Davis Bertans out there with Green. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's stolen by Green. They push it up 4 on 3. And the powerful one-handed slam.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he...
You got to be kidding.
Assisted by
crazy tough from the wiry Ingram. That's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1-1.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Doncic against McCollum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Dinwiddie. Outside, Jones. Ingram outside. Feeds it to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, to steal a line from you, up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella.
Then burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Doncic. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Doncic dishes to Powell. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
You know, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Pelicans trail by 14. MP outside. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And the dunk by MP.
It's scary when MP is going off like this. His adrenaline starts flowing. The teammates getting pumped. And then it's like a runaway train.
They kick it out to Green. Passes to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Luka Doncic.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Davis Bertans. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Green. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Trey Burke.
And that one falls for Burke.